Might be black again. You never know, dude.
True. Never seen the man in my life.
That face paint can really do a toll on someone.
Jesus. Odie.
Don't worry,
D-
starting the stream now.
Partnered. Yeah.
Whoops.
Oh, see you
yeah.
later, Tie Ties.
All right, as someone who is obviously playing in this league all season, I have a lot of complaints. So
Let's hear 'em.
I think-
Every one of them.
I think we should demote Snarf to assistant to the admin.
I agree. I second that. All in favor?
And promote Mad Max to not an admin.
That's
a
pretty much
promotion,
where
don't
he's
worry.
at.
It's a promotion, don't worry.
Don't worry.
All right, we'll give people a couple of minutes here. Kevin.
I don't know why we're waiting. Kevin's already here. Let's talk.
Kevin won't talk to us, apparently. We see how it is, Kevin.
I don't blame him, really.
I hate all of you.
Not me though, right, Kevin?
Makes you feel better.
Nah,
that
dude,
we
I
hate
love
ourselves.
Jake. Dude, Jake's my favorite.
Let's go.
His name is largest of lads.
No, that was back in my Proteus days, sir. You can call me. You can call me Jake the Reformed.
I'm a big fan of Thick Fella.
Thick Fella was a good one for sure.
That was a good one. Yeah. I don't remember the other one. Hold on, let me check to see my like recent.
Toxic
names.
Fella, that was actually also one of
Toxic
my favorite
Fella,
ones.
yep.
That was a good one.
Because it meant I wasn't alone, you know.
Yeah. Big man, large man. Wait, who changed my name to that? What the? Oh no, that was when. Okay, so me, Peck, and Blinksy ran into this guy, and his name was Janky Jiggles.
Oh yeah, we all took his name. At the
And we
same
all
time.
changed our
Oh.
name to his name, so that way there was 4 Janky Jiggles
what
on the
the heck?
field.
You ran into JJ? That's nuts.
All right.
We should wait longer.
Yeah, I guess.
Is Odie's thing on the string or on the screen correctly or no?
I think.
Let's see.
Oh, it's Snarf's thing. Never mind.
Yeah.
Can you guys see it?
I'm literally just streaming to have the record. Snarf doesn't have internet.
Dude, is this a? Oh, I thought it was a paint document. But
That's what I was like. I feel like I missed a step somewhere.
Oh wait, is that what that it looks like to you guys? Oh no. Okay.
No, I'm seeing a Word document now.
Yeah, cool.
S word paint.
And that's paint word.
I think making this in paint would have been a lot more
I agree.
good.
Dude, I literally made a tutorial video of like how to properly assess kickoffs in Rocket League solely through MS Paint.
And
Like,
that is
like
where?
actually.
I make a lot of diagrams in MS Paint.
File Explorer.
You guys gotta move to paint.net, the superior paint.
Can we stream
Yeah, I'd
that
rather
one day, big
not
fella?
go online to make
Sure,
diagrams.
dude, I'm down.
Just you going over that MS Paint document. I think
It's
needs
not
to
online.
exist.
Let's do it, dude.
That sounds like so much fun.
Dude, Dude, do you know what happened about Sizz and the infamous skyscraper incident? Did you hear about that?
They all died. Of
No.
ligma.
Wait a minute. I don't think that's true. I don't want to call you a liar or anything, but something doesn't add up.
Well, you're not calling me a truther.
Whoa, dude. Too soon.
Dude, it's Trutha. Come on, dude.
Big truther in the house.
Yeah, big Trutha.
You calling me a liar? I ain't
But I am
calling you a
calling you a
truther.
ligma.
Wait a minute. What's a ligma?
Ligma ball!
Oh shit!
Demonetized.
That's a 3-day ban. Keep it up.
Ban.
You're gonna get a 3-day ban.
Dude, I basically just killed an entire family.
Jokes on everyone.
I literally only get revenue through this, so can you guys take it seriously?
Dude, I literally just committed war crimes in Afghanistan, dude. Like, that's
Yeah.
best joke ever.
Bro, I literally just went on Call of Duty and killed like 5,000 people.
That's a lot of
the
people.
cops can't catch me. They don't know where I live.
I mean, that's a pretty sick KD, dude. You should probably go pro.
Well, he didn't say how many
Um,
times he died.
Yeah, that is
Well, he said
true.
but he did say that he just did it, so
Yeah.
it's pretty quick.
I mean,
Yeah,
he
my
could have just as easily died that quickly, I'm sure, too.
Yeah.
Somebody's cheating.
It's really
And-
easy when you have spin botting.
When when you have instant respawn into death mode on.
Yeah.
I guess people don't want to be part of the town hall, man.
No, if they're not here by now, they're not coming.
I didn't even play and I wanted to be part of it.
Well,
What's
we
a
gotta-
video
Wait,
game?
Man, aren't,
same.
weren't most people in town halls always just there to figure out what was going on?
We got 7.
They've never invited me to a town hall, and
I don't think
Real
we've I don't think we've ever had many more people than this attend. Maybe 10
wait, I'm
maximum.
surprised
well-
Faden's actually not here though.
I don't know if Faden is.
Faden's busy laying pipe, if you know what I mean.
Oh
there's
shit! Oh,
Sean.
Sean's here. We can start now.
Big Sean in the Autobahn.
Is that gonna be your team name this year, Sean?
What?
Sean, try to keep up, please.
That's a yes.
We're moving quick here.
I'm gonna still be Trump's
Life
tiny
in the
hands.
fast lane.
Like, you're gonna be lucky
Not
if
if
you
I
get
take it
drafted
first.
this year.
No, you can't steal my.
If I get to be
team name, Joel.
captain, I would like to request the name Trump's Tiny Hands.
Uh,
so with the Z at the end.
That's
Nah, no, you never
literally-
said
Dude,
anything
then-
about a Z at
Dude,
the
I'm
end.
gonna counter your name. I'm gonna counter your team name with stupid hands, stupid hands, stupid hands.
If I'm a captain,
my
I'm
God.
requesting the team name Yo Mama 420.
Jake and
Big
Nick,
fellas,
did you guys watch
Icon
the,
just be a Uno reverse card.
did you guys watch the cast back of Grand Finals?
I only saw the
have
cast
not
back of
yet.
game 1. That's
Oh,
that's the
yeah.
only one I saw.
It's the only one that mattered,
His
really.
Stupid Hands made many appearances
That is
in the
true.
cast.
Yeah, I didn't need to watch to know what was happening. I did not play well. I don't know what playing well would have done. Baz would have just turned it up from like 50% effort to 60 and dusted us.
Let's burn it up to
Well,
69%,
no,
right? We want to.
I was gonna say, he went from, like,
I
50 to
suddenly,
51.
unless I suddenly became a fucking SSL, I don't know what chance we had.
No, hear me out, right? All you had to do was both of you become high GC3s.
Dude, listen. I was just a little too late. I just won my first ever GC tournament.
Mm,
I'm
Well, I
mad
mean, I
upset.
haven't won anything more impressive than a plat tournament yet, so.
that's why you
I'm
weren't in
just a
grand
plat
finals,
who
Sean.
stole a champs account.
Yeah, I'm so glad I came to this. I showed up and just got insulted for the past 2 minutes. This is what I need in my life.
To be
guys.
fair, I haven't talked to you in forever, Sean. I gotta insult you.
Yeah, I know you've been not around as much, John. We have time to make up for.
I know. I bought a house. You know that kind of takes up a lot of time.
What?
So now I'm kind of
Does, I
washed.
agree.
Yeah,
Bro,
I'm finally not gonna have shit to your internet, guys.
Wait,
It's gonna
Hell
be awesome.
yes.
Oh baby.
you're telling me other people don't live outside?
How do I imagine that Kevin is literally sitting there on like a Raspberry Pi fucking faded
Dude,
No,
like you just see this
goddamn
long.
playing
You just
Rocket
see
League
this
side
long.
swipe.
Yeah. You just see this long Ethernet cord out of his neighbor's back window. He's
No,
playing
he's
out in the
sitting in
backyard. He's like, all right, guys.
He's
Yeah,
sitting
no.
in
So
McDonald's
I
yelling all
couldn't
this shit.
couldn't get like a computer out here because like it would be bad with like natural elements. So I modded a PS4 to run Windows, so it makes it look like I'm playing on PC.
He's literally just running a Samsung refrigerator in the backyard.
So how many CPU cycles do you get out of PlayStation 4 that's modded to run Windows 10?
It's modded.
That's all you gotta know.
I put a lot of teraflops on this bitch.
Oh man.
Got like a car engine actually inside.
How many
of it.
teraflops does it have?
Yeah, so it runs off a car battery.
So like, do you have to drive a car every once in a while? Charge the battery up.
Yeah.
Oh my
yeah.
god.
Well,
No.
the
And
battery I
then playing
use.
Rocket League.
No, so the battery I use in my car
as a hamster
is
wheel.
the battery that I use to play my PlayStation.
Oh boy.
All right,
So,
all right.
Worst
town
idea
hall.
I've ever heard of.
Yeah. Moving on, forward and onward, upward. So first of all, I'll put this on here. We'll have a new game time. We'll put out a poll for that in the coming days. Maybe I'll have Faden make a fancy form and spreadsheet for it.
Better. He's
Oh my
going to
god,
anyway.
just definitely an easier way to do it.
Oh, the poll is fine. You just can't word it. Like,
No,
Peck,
you're just
you-
dumb. Peck, you're just. Wait,
I'd like to
so
say
are you
there were
saying you
multiple
can't read?
people. You shouldn't have to read it. It was days. It was like, hey, here's for the days.
Yeah,
It's like,
you gotta
what days
read
can you?
which days
Why the
if you
fuck
want to
would you?
play those days or if you can't play those days.
I mean, why are you
I
doing
feel
it that
like
way,
it
though? Why
was
would you
not
just-
that hard.
It
right?
wasn't. It wasn't hard. It was just like, oh, they want to know what
That's
days
what
I
she
can
said.
play. I shouldn't have to read this one sentence. That's going to be a waste of time.
Oh my
Apparently, it
God.
wasn't.
Holy
You're not
shit.
helping
Yeah,
your
a waste of a
argument.
sentence.
You're
We've
not
spent more
helping
time
your-
arguing about this than you would have.
I'm not the only person that did it. And let's remember.
I do want to point out only people from
crew?
only people
How'd I
from your
know
group
it was them?
submitted
It
that
obviously
mistake.
must have been more than that because we had settled on a different day. And then we were like, oh, let's fix the poll. And then we ended up back on fucking Wednesday.
I don't like how
How
your
about that?
defense though is I shouldn't have to read the instructions.
I shouldn't have to read is actually his
I'm not
defense.
saying I shouldn't have to read instructions. Like, why the fuck
Yeah,
should
that's
there
how
be
I play defense in
instructions
Rocket
for
League.
something that
See?
goddamn simple?
It should just be what I want it to be.
I feel like
shouldn't have to
What
read it.
days you
digging a
can't play.
grave deeper and
Hey,
deeper.
Peck,
No.
Your theory on why you shouldn't have to read
You're
is
complaining
the same as
about
mine
reading
in Rocket
15
League on
words.
defense.
All right,
I'm not complaining about
everybody
having to
shut
read.
up. Shut up.
Yeah, let's we'll move forward on
Whoa!
this.
Toxic moderator telling people to shut up. I'm gonna report
Just
that to
listen
HR.
Joel.
Wait, hold on.
Instead of
I
a
got
game
message
time.
from
Just read.
Go to Giftbot.
Instead
Wait, you
of
too?
instead
Yeah.
of a instead
Did
of
it
a
also
game
try to call you
time,
because it tried to call me?
Yeah.
we should just figure out a game day. That way, it can be at different
Actually, that
times during the
works.
day, and then I can cast, and then Odie can
Yeah.
cast multiple games in a day.
I wanted
instead
that
of
last
one
season,
game.
because
Nobody
can
wants
make
to
that
do the
work.
Okay.
no, but people don't want to do the when is good thing for every week.
Yeah.
I
So,
mean, I
so
do
here's
that in every other league I'm a part of.
right. So here, we cannot get people to reschedule or show up for games. Period. That's our primary issue in this league. I'm not going to put any blockers up that add extra steps that people also aren't going to do. So that's kind of what this whole thing is about. It's like everything, all these changes here are all about making it harder to not reschedule when you need to and increasing the stakes for failing to do so. So I think we should do that. I think people should reschedule around so we can get more casts, but we're still going to have a default time and a default day. That way, there is like a hard time where people either have to show up or they're punished. So we'll talk. These are the punishments. We'll talk about those in a second. But so that's sort of the idea there is that like this is the time that if you haven't rescheduled 24 hours in front of, then you fucked up. But people are definitely free. We'll have the same rescheduling rules as before, that if someone reaches out 24 hours before, you're obligated to try to reschedule that game for them. So that way it still works that way like you want it to, Jake, and you can reach out to people every week and say like, hey, I can cast in these times. Can you guys play then? That'll totally work. If we want to shift stuff around.
Cool.
So a couple of the changes that we're going to be making to the rescheduling is, first of all, like no more just messaging your team in the team channel, like, hey, I can't play on Wednesday, and then hoping one of your teammates sees it and messages the appropriate people. Everybody's going to be responsible for themselves. They're going to ping the appropriate people in the rescheduling channel when they know. So that way it doesn't have to pass like a second layer of people having to be involved to at least make people aware that there's going to be a reschedule. We're going to have standard operating procedure. So now what people are going to do is they're going to figure out they need to reschedule. They're going to ping the two teams involved, and we settled on Nick being responsible for this, I think.
Yeah, we
I have a
Rainmaker.
complaint about this.
Hold on. We'll get it to the end.
We settled on
Okay.
Peck.
What's up, Beck?
I
I'm
see,
just
I see
saying.
where we're at.
Your name's Nick, yeah. Now you're community moderator, whatever the fuck, yeah. I was in the league first. You do not get to be the almighty Nick. Okay. That's my complaint.
You can have the
Alright, so one of
power.
you can be named Nick and one of you can be named Dick. Pick your favorite.
I like.
Don't finish that sentence.
So what'll happen is the person who needs to reschedule will ping the other 6 people involved, and then Rainmaker will create a when is good link for the, I guess that should be 6 for everyone else to fill out, and then he will decide on a game time. So then it doesn't have to be 6 people going back and forth. Well, like, let's do hit this time. No, let's do this time. So whatever availability you put into that link, you're beholden to that. And then Nick will, or Rainmaker will finalize a time for that reschedule to get played. That way there's an external force pushing for these games, and Faden will be the backup on this in case Raiden is unavailable.
I should pretty much never be unavailable.
I was gonna say, Rainmaker
think
doesn't
we
have a
all knew
life, so
that.
that's not an issue.
I'm glad I didn't
So
have to say it.
Did you think about
Oh,
setting
we were
a
all
deadline?
thinking it.
Did you think about a deadline for rescheduled games to be played, or were you just settled on the end of the season?
Yeah, I like it being the end of the season because I would rather people play the games than not play them. And then we'll
Yeah.
obviously, just like we did this season, once we get into playoffs, then it'll be on 1 week cycles.
Yeah, I don't mind playing at the end of the season for like those reschedule, because it's like if you
Oh, yeah,
played
it's-
all your
I
matches,
didn't-
it's
I
also
didn't have a-
just kind of like a free week just to chill.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
have a problem with
game
it.
plan
Just
for
we
playoffs.
just only got to play one of our games.
Yeah, yeah, that too.
in reschedule week.
And with Rain pushing these forward, they should actually be happening more often, because really the issue with that was people just weren't making an effort to reschedule their games. They're just saying, oh, we can't play today, and then never ever followed up ever.
So if they don't on the rescheduled days, is it just the punishments apply, right?
Yeah, so we'll get to that. So we'll have actual punishments now for no showing or not rescheduling. So this is what we sort of land on. We can iterate on these, but first offense is warning. You forfeit the match just like before. Second offense is you're kicked for the season, and I guess this is if we can find replacement, because I don't, obviously having a whole team drop out for one player's mistake is worse than the alternative, but you'll be like on the short list. You'll get replaced as soon as we can. And then if you get kicked from 2 different seasons, you're just banned from the league. Does everyone feel like those are, in the realm of fair?
Oh yeah, it's
For
fair. As
punishments for
long
that?
as it's like within reason. If something like serious happens and you can't show up, it's like
Yeah, so we have a coalition of like the staff and the content creators that are going to be applying judgment to these. Obviously, if it's like an emergency or you got called into work, like any adult reasons, that's fine, right? Like if it's unavoidable, life happens, we all get that. This is for just like, oh, I forgot, or I don't understand time zones, or I had to eat a bowl of cereal.
Or wait, hold on, I need to
You're telling
smoke
me you
break.
can't eat and eat a bowl of cereal?
Shut the fuck up.
Is cooking for your grandparents?
I've never missed a game because I had to go smoke. For the record.
you've made a whole bunch of us fucking wait for it though. Let's be real.
That is true.
We've got a channel called Raid Smoke Break for a reason, okay?
It's true. It's true.
Wait,
so we'll go.
can we do away with the rain smoke break? Actually, it takes longer than me getting alcohol, dude. It's actually obnoxious.
I can go to work and come back in the time that it takes.
I might as
look,
well go to the
Community
liquor store every
moderator
time
can
you
do
take a
whatever he
smoke-
wants, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I might as well go to the liquor store every time you take a smoke break, dude.
Look, I'll try to stop doing it during in-houses, but sometimes can't help myself.
But during in-houses is whatever, but during in between games,
The
we
only
gotta.
whenever I do it in between games, I do not
Game
take
5.
very long. I swear to God,
It's
I
right
do
before
not take
game
long, I
5.
promise you. And it's like not in between games. No, I mean I only take a smoke break in between series. I've never taken a
Yeah.
smoke break in between games.
Yeah, I meant series.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on. So, second little enforcement bit. Since we had people drop from their teams this season, we wanted to address that as well with a punishment. So if you drop out of your team, you can't play the next season. Except if you just like leave and don't say anything, for like a couple of weeks, you're just non-responsive, then you're just out of the league. I feel like
Get him
obviously,
out of here!
yeah.
Hit him in the head with the rock. Yeah. Get him out of here.
We should all be agreed on that. We're gonna go with a GC2 MMR cap up to 1700 MMR.
What?
I think, so that
For now.
for now, if we need to push this down or further, we can. I don't think we'll have to, but this at least gives like the GC ones we have in the league a little bit of room to grow for now.
I mean, also as if we get bigger, like obviously the cap will increase, or we'll split
You
division.
can split to 3 divisions
Yeah,
or
we'll
whatever instead of 2.
But
Yeah.
right now we have we have 8 teams the last couple seasons, and I mean this season we might have more because we had like a bunch of people join the Discord, but we'll see. But until we've like really grown a lot, it'll just be.
Yeah, we're also
that
losing
cap.
a lot of players we had this season. Like the two collegiate players, 60s and Axis, Jake, Blinksy, I think, Odie and Faden. None of them are gonna be.
Are 60s and Axis out?
They
Can you
probably
talk to
should
them?
be.
I
If they're
guess
not.
I guess if we're changing the day, they might be able to make it, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not
And if we
counting on them.
Because-
explain time
I
zones to them.
can't vouch for Axis, but I know 60s said he'd still like to be in it if he can, and Blinksy's not 100% out.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
sure the end
you
of the
you
season
told
made him
me
feel
to
a little
ask
bit
him and
better about
figure
it.
out what the problem was, and I was like, I asked him, I didn't get a response, and I was like, well, I guess I don't know then. thought I knew.
All right. But yeah, I think this should be fine. I don't think 1700, like someone who's at this line, is going to be so good that it's going to be like Baz was. I think
for
this
sure.
is this is
The
balanceable.
Baz effect.
Baz
Yeah.
is like almost 1900.
When do we
Yeah.
get to kick Blinksy from the league?
Right
For
now.
what?
I don't know. He
When it gets better.
he balls on me every time I play against him. I'm sick of it.
Oh, it's a shame he didn't have to play this season against the fucking supersonic legend.
Yeah, you don't know the meaning.
I don't know
of
what
getting
that
balled
means,
on.
dude. Like,
It means you got thrown into a
you're
match
just
with
making
a
up
pro
ranks
player
at this
joined.
point, dude. They
You
only
might
go
as
to
well
champ.
He won, so
Yeah. So the
We took him
last
to game 3 though. I mean game 7, not game 3. Game
you
7.
did two,
Took him to game 3 in a best of 7.
That's
That's
about
how
what
it felt
everybody else
mentally.
did.
we also
Yeah.
took him to game 5 overtime, last goal, but we lost. Feels bad.
feels bad. Last two
In a
things
game
are just
three.
kind of points of order here. This season was really long because we had so many reschedules, so I just doubled up the season to give people more time to play. But we're sort of aiming for 4 to 6 weeks for the regular season. So depending on how many teams, it'll be single round robin or double round robin. Like if we have 4 teams, we'll do double round robin 4 weeks. If we have 6 teams, we'll do single round robin for 6 weeks.
And we should, if we can get a good season going this time, and have everybody like showing up and everything working well, I'm gonna start advertising like super hard and can probably get a lot more people for the season after that. So if you guys just like stick with it, we might be like popping off like a season after this one. This one's just like to get everything going correctly and working right.
Yeah.
And sort of along that lines, just so people know, I took the bot that's doing the role stuff is also now doing like auto mod. So like that one guy who joined the channel and posted the piss leg picture.
Piss leg.
Yeah, auto mod should start catching stuff like that, but it's not filtering language right now. So everyone should be fine on that front, but it is filtering links and spam.
Wait, so I can't
Just so
post
people know.
whatever links I want to anymore?
No.
It's okay. I'll just DM them to you, Snarf. It's fine.
If
Thanks,
you think
thanks.
Automod fucked you over, just message Joel.
Yeah, the bot kicked me for posting cringe.
I was gonna ask what the heck auto mod was, but that makes sense.
Yeah, I just wanted to let people know. And then
What's the Discord name for the auto mod so I can like troll it a little bit?
it's the thing that starts with Y. YAG.PDD.XYZ.
Hold on. Oh, my boy Yagapadidxbaza?
Yeah, him.
I was gonna take that name, but he had it first.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I entered it in, and I was like, "What do you mean username already exists?"
My wife.
And then big news, big change for this season is we're adding a
heck, there's a second
prize
page.
pool. There is a second page. There's
Whoa.
always a second surprise page.
Surprise!
The
So
winner gets $5 and all the gummy bears in my pocket.
so
It's
we're
gonna be more than that.
How many gummy bears
Yeah.
you got?
so we're yet to decide on the amount. It's
At
probably
least
it's not
6.
going to be something insane. Obviously, I don't want
25.
I don't want it to be so much that people are going
25
to
gummy
like
bears.
be getting
Multiple
really
of 3.
pissed. Yeah, it's going to be a multiple of 3. Obviously,
Yes.
since random people will be grouped together, we don't want
$33.
to worry about them
$3.
splitting up hay pennies.
You guys are
$3.
fools. Everyone gets 4 quarters.
It's gonna be worth playing for. So
Yeah,
So-
it'll be.
$6.
You
It'll
say
be
it's
a
gonna be worth
sweet
playing
spot
for.
now.
Like I play for free, so anything is worth playing for.
exactly.
You
We're
could literally be like, yeah, we'll mail you a gummy bear that's literally just the size of your pinky finger, and I'll be like, I can't wait, dude. I can't wait to
Dude,
win.
my pinky finger's huge, dude. Let's go.
That's gonna be a good gummy bear, dude.
But what I'm aiming for is an amount that's a good incentive to encourage people to show up, so that the people who obviously are not here, because all y'all are fine at showing up, but will give other people a reason to actually care and like remember game day. But not so much that like getting to finals and losing is gonna make people lose their fucking minds. So that's a target, and we'll announce a specific amount as we get closer to the
If I
season
lose my
here.
gummy bears, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Yeah, I vote on $27.
That's too much. 21.
It'll probably be
21
more,
How about we
21.
settle on 24?
more than 50.
That's. I think
Maybe.
that's dumb. Personally, I don't think you have to make it that large, but
Literally $300.
Like
I think the Discord role is enough of an incentive.
I was gonna
It's-
put up 50 by myself.
That's a nice yellow. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I have. Anyone have any feedback? Anything else? they'd
Are
like to
we?
see?
We're still super into the idea of forced captains, or are we?
Yeah,
open
I think
to it?
I think that made the teams like mostly pretty fair.
Well, but it's
This
not gonna
season.
be forced. It's like just forced.
I'm
people
forced.
picking.
You know what I mean, though.
Yeah, forced people
drafters.
picking, but then that person doesn't have to be captain of the team. So like Joe was saying, is like if Peck or whatever, say you're not captain, and then you can't make a time, then you have to go do it instead of telling the captain, and then the captain has to do it. So you got to be responsible for yourself. It'll just be the people that are the highest in MMR will be picking the
I
teams.
mean, what other way would you suggest picking though, other than that?
I don't know. It didn't seem much different than it did before. Like when we just had people that want to be captains being the people drafting.
Wasn't this
Like
like
it's,
season
we still
the most
my
even
team always
teams,
worked out well.
MMR wise?
well
We had
MMR wise,
With-
yeah,
with
but
the exception of
the records were pretty much the same.
I mean, but
There's
if
a
you're
few
not
there's a few people in the middle ground. There's the
Yeah,
team
but I
or
think
two that's
all
not winning
of the
shit, and then there's
game-
the 2 teams stomping that get to the finals.
Yeah, I think that's kind of always going to be the case, but I think all of the games were closer this season around.
I mean, you're not gonna have the
Yeah,
what
we
was
didn't
it,
have
the
we didn't have the
Madcus
Peck
Sean
Blink
Lexi stack. No, what was it? Madcus Gambro Lexi stack that one season.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
followed up or previously led by the Sean Lexi stack, which didn't do any better.
Okay, wait.
Sean Lexi
Wait,
Arno out.
Lexi
We were
always-
garbage.
Lexi always picked her homies though, instead of like.
That's
Yeah,
also
she didn't
true.
pick
MMR
smartly. She
version.
picked to have fun.
So
She
that
picked
was
a
kind
fun
of
stack.
not.
I think you give this
our fault,
another
but-
chance of, you know, doing it the same way and see how it works out, and then maybe changing it next year if not.
What if a lower MMR player wants to captain?
What benefit is captaining? It's just picking, right?
I want to pick my players.
then-
Yeah.
So
Okay.
the thing is, like,
There's nothing
the-
wrong with
the-
wanting
the-
to pick certain players because I think they're better than other players, is there?
That's true.
I don't know.
No.
I think
Like-
the biggest thing that has happened is because our league is so small and we're like so dissected into like high champs and GCs and then like people hovering around like C1, Diamond 3. It's just like it's just those two groups of players that anyone who is in that, if anyone's in that lower category and they're a captain, that means their first pick is like going to be roughly the same as a GC's first pick. Right? Like, okay, maybe they get to pick a C3 and the GC has to pick a C. But then their third pick is also going to be really similar. It's going to be like a Diamond 1. So just those lower MMR captains get fucked because we don't have enough players to
Yeah, I
balance
feel like
out
they
I mean,
the
like,
MMR
but,
They
difference.
wouldn't
but the
get
draft
fucked,
is going
though,
to fall
because
a
there's
certain
there's
way no matter what.
yeah.
So you know what you should do?
And you have to think about it. If there's a lower person drafting, that there's probably going to be a couple like GC level people that aren't drafting that can be picked by that person.
I mean, you can also
Right,
do.
but then that what has happened in the past also is there are more higher ranked players than there are lower ranked captains. So then the first GC or like C3 that gets to pick has another huge advantage. Like their first pick is like 400 MMR above, like their team average is like 400 MMR above, and then there's not a bad enough player at the bottom of the pool to balance it. It's just we just aren't big enough yet.
You need to
be
bring
able
back in the bronzes.
I don't invest these.
Yeah, I'd
They're the
rather
great
not shoot
equalizer.
myself.
Yeah, I think if you want to have like an actual
back
conversation, you need to have like another season of what it's like, so you have a bigger sample size of, you know, to
So-
debate with, I guess.
What
mean, it's just-
drafting strategy that I often use instead of like, because at the end of the day, right? Like, say Peck or say I'm a captain, right? And then Blinksy's a captain, right? I pick someone that's 300 MMR up, right? I get another 1200 and he gets a 900, say. Even still, even though our MMRs would be close enough, his team, because they've got Blinksy, would kick the shit out of me. So what happens is in really big leagues when they do drafts like this, is they'll pick the highest player drafts last in both rounds. Doesn't matter who they pick. And it means that it balances out that super high ranked player with lower ranked players. It's kind of
that
like what
only makes
Baz
sense
did
if
to
the high-
himself.
that would only make sense if the highest ranked player was way higher than like the other ones.
But like 100 MMR at 1500 isn't the same as 100 MMR at 1200 isn't the same as 900,
Yeah,
right?
that's true. But all of our top players aren't 100 MMR higher than. I'm not 100 MMR higher than Peck or Blinksy or anybody else at like that level. You know.
Yeah, and so like a lot of this is not what I would do in a vacuum. It's like specific to this league and the players that we have right now. Because I get what you're saying, Sean, and I agree. But I found with our league in particular that the teams that are generally closest in MMR have won almost every season. Like except for this season with Baz carrying, it's been the teams who have like 3 people tight together who perform the best. Unless they're just
Well,
like lower
season
MMR
5
overall.
also.
Who was the? What was the last season I played? Was it 5?
4.
Yeah.
Did you win?
played?
No, we
played
won
five.
4.
Yeah, we won
Yeah.
4.
So it was 5. then.
It was you, Vamek,
Me,
and
Vamek, and Serial. Because our team
yeah,
was pretty
Serial.
good, but like I don't think we made.
Yeah.
We
more
lost.
games.
Yeah.
Vamek
Everyone
for me
lost
and
to
lost.
everyone lost to the Peck Blinksy tag, right?
Oh
Was that
yeah.
that season?
I mean, we
Yeah.
went to 5
Yeah.
games twice with them.
Peck
Yeah.
Blinksy banned, I think is the word you're looking for.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Did he get banned?
Only for this
he
season.
got benched for the
Let's
season.
go. Definitely playing this season.
So well, Tag's he's gonna be back this season, but
Oh, come on.
he's on
I'm taking
warning.
the season off.
He's on probation.
Yeah, he's on probation.
Permanently.
Yeah, I mean, as far as I can tell, or as I consider, yeah, permanently. Yeah, like I guess does that make sense to everyone? It's just because the way our players are stratified into like 3 groups of like high champ GC, low champ, low diamond. It's just like we just have players in those categories, so the draft just doesn't. It's not self-correcting yet. But once we have more people, we can totally like anybody can captain, just like how RD2L works. Like there's enough people there to make up for that. Even though generally captains in the middle of the pack kind of don't do as
I
well
think
in
those
those
are the ones that
formats.
usually
But
do the best.
oh, is it? I
Yeah.
haven't kept up with it for a long time, for like 3
I mean,
years.
it's either captains in the middle of the pack or really like insanely high captains.
Yeah.
Like you know, like you guys have a GC2 limit now. So like if there was a captain that was 1900, you know, like they're obviously going to do better.
Yeah.
Well, that was
that was
But,
last
you know,
season.
because they're like 300 more than everyone else.
Yeah,
and
so Gambit, for context on the way this went,
Yeah.
Baz picked there's 2 people who were like Platinum 3, Diamond 1 borderline at the start of the season. He picked those 2 players, like by far the lowest in the pool
And
by
he's
like
still-
No, wait,
150 MMR.
Seth was below Toy. at the
Yeah,
start of the
but
season.
Seth
Close enough.
has been in
Point
Diamond
stays.
3.
Toy
Yeah.
wasn't bad though. Toy was pretty
No,
good.
Toy picked it up. He performed really well in the series against you
He
guys. He
did.
was killing it. He like easily played champ 1 level, I thought.
Yeah, Vanek
Yeah.
thought he was a Smurf. Vanek thought someone was like, "Oh, get in here on your fucking alt."
Definitely not a Smurf.
What
Nah,
if
it
it's
just-
just Evan playing on his account the whole time?
Nah, we would notice.
We're experts.
Pretty funny.
But yeah, I mean that's pretty much all I have for y'all. We'll get signups and I guess we'll wait until we decide on a day before we put signups out, just so everyone knows if they can play or not.
When are you aiming to start?
I know multiple people talked about how they wanted a longer break this season, so I'll probably leave the poll up for like a week and then put signups out and leave them up for like a week and then do draft the next week. So like
I mean,
3 weeks ish.
I'm gonna be gone until like the Wednesday after July 4th, so July like 7th. So maybe the week after that would be long enough. So like
That would be
Well,
3 weeks from now.
The
July
world doesn't
14th, yeah,
revolve
July
around
14th.
you,
No, it
princess.
doesn't. But I'm just saying that there's probably a lot of people that are gonna be gone for July 4th as well.
I'm just
So
making
maybe-
Yeah.
news.
Yeah, fuck you, Kevin. How would that?
Ignoring
I
the
will
goddamn
literally
Canadians.
fucking murder you.
But
I
yeah,
will
no.
kill you in cold blood and not regret it.
Am I the only person here that has
Yeah.
never traveled for the 4th of July?
I don't
Yeah,
leave
me
my
too,
house
dude.
ever.
That shit's
So.
whack. Imagine like celebrating shit with fireworks. I celebrate it
Bunch
with
of
fucking.
nerds.
All right,
mass
so we
shooting.
calling this a VOD. Should I close this up?
Yeah, we can close it up.
Okay. I didn't know if there was any other information.
Oh no, Odie forgot to turn on VOD recording.
Ah, fuck.
Well, time to do it all over. Okay, I'll leave. I'll be back in 5 minutes.
All right, we'll make fun of you when you get back.
Perfect.
But in the meantime, for this couple of weeks or month or so that's going to be going on, we'll host more frequent in-houses to make up for not playing.
Yeah, you
And
better.
if any of y'all are bringing in extra friends to the season, like bring them to the in-houses so people know how they play, get them acclimated to being here. Because I found that pretty much people joining any number of in-houses was an indicator that they were going to be pretty good at showing up to games. So
I still want like that mid-season fucking All-Star Wednesday.
I do too.
That'd be
That's gonna be
cool.
sick.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, that sounds like fun.
And bring that
yeah,
in.
I think I would like this
'Cause
to do this
'cause
season.
we got the fucking.
Dude, I
stat
can't wait
sheet,
to
everything,
not
it's
make
pretty
the
easy.
All-Star team.
If it wasn't for
Super
me
stoked.
subbing in for every team, I think we would have had time to like create something like that.
Yeah.
That does
there
sound
are-
like a cool idea to do, though, for sure.
Yeah, I'll definitely put some more work into it this season with something.
Oh yeah, and for everyone who's here, I should have announced this earlier, I guess, but Jake is going to be joining the content team this season.
So you're definitely not playing now.
Correct.
Please
Okay.
clap.
Please
No.
clap.
No, I was never
Official
worried about the
Jake
biggest of
cheerleader.
fellows.
He said he was only going to do that if we won.
Heck and Simpsy
Cop
just
out.
scared the ever living shit out of me. So
And guess what?
brother.
Speaking of Ryan, he and what we're talking about, he had the idea for like the one-on-one 2v2 like
Oh.
split tournament thing
Yeah.
for each team,
Oh,
and
oh,
I
like
like
the,
that idea.
The
I
thing
forget what that
Johnny
was
Boy
called,
did,
but yeah.
Genesis or no
Summit.
Fusion. It's called
Fusion,
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
We'll make
Yeah.
each team split up their team into a ones player and a twos team, and we'll do
Yeah.
like a short Wednesday tournament
dude,
like that.
that'd be
that's
really
so
dope.
dope.
So that's so.
Sick.
Sounds like so much fun.
Yeah.
Man, I might have a chance to be Baz's team this season.
Oh, but well,
Baz can't play.
Baz
I
is out.
know.
Baz is
So you
not
can't.
good to play.
Baz